Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I see you, Amy. I see you. For those of you joining us live, go ahead and say hello in the comments. Otherwise, I can't see you. And it's so funny because I've had people like reaching out to me like, oh, did you see this? I was like, no, I didn't. I don't know why. But it's what it is. And but I usually when people write something in the comments in the chat, I can see it. So please say hello or good morning. And if you're watching on the replay, awesome. Put in #replay so I can check it later. And for those of you who it's your first time here, I am Dr. Disha Phillip, cardiologist who deals with all matters of the heart, primordial sound meditation teacher, heart math instructor, and student of Raja Yoga Meditation from the World Spiritual University. And so we like to meet here. I like to meet here with whoever wants to meet to start off our day with a healthy breakfast. So in the office, I am often talking about heart health and eating healthy food so your body can run well. But what I noticed over the years is that so many people don't have a healthy breakfast for their minds and spirits. And so I was like, all right, let's do it and give a taste of meditation at the same time. So that's why we meet here Monday through Friday as often as possible to start off. Good morning, Rebecca. To start off imbibing and taking in some healthy info into our minds and hearts to feed our soul. Because once our soul is fed, right, we can give that vibration, that positive vibration out into the world as well. And as we give positive vibration out into the world, it comes back to us as well. And then everybody's life gets better. So I'm going to share this little quote here from my calendar for February 23rd. The foundation of stability, this is a good one. The foundation of stability is looking after my mind, making it peaceful, loving, and thoughtful at all times. So the foundation of stability is looking after my mind, right? Just like we look after our children, right? We look after our bodies, right? By exercising, eating healthy. We have to look after our minds. When I first heard this, it was like, what? Look after my mind? I can look after my mind? This was like a revolutionary concept to me that I need to look after my mind. And actually, I first heard it from many of us have a similar mentor, Stacey Martino, where she was quoting, who is it? Joseph McClellan III, right? Stand guard at the gates of your own mind. And she had said that to me when I was asking her a question about, should I move? Should I not? Should I switch jobs? And this is what so-and-so was saying to me about it. And this is what so-and-so was saying to me about it. They were all giving me this advice. And this is what they were saying. And she said, stop. Stand guard at the gates of your own mind. Don't be taking advice from people who haven't been there, done that already. And be careful what you're taking in. And I was like, because it's so, I see it in the office all the time too. When patients come in, they're like, yeah, I was talking to this friend. They were saying that they take this medicine. And so maybe I should take that medicine, or they take this supplement. So I think I should take that supplement. Or I was like, did you ask your hairdresser this question? Or did you ask the girl at the checkout line in the grocery store? Or like, who are you taking your advice from, right? So there's that aspect of be careful of who you're asking what to, and be careful what you're taking in. But also when we meditate, right, we are in primordial sound meditation, we're using a mantra as an anchor for our mind. And when we hold on to that anchor, we can see the thoughts going by a little bit easier and figure out what we want to pay attention to and what we don't. So somebody gave an example once, and I really loved it. That like in India, they have like, if you go to visit the Taj Mahal or whatever, and you're in Agra, you're going from like Delhi to Agra, right? And you're like going through the city, and you'll see like monkeys just like hanging out, on the streets and stuff. And so there's this story of a shopkeeper who was really annoyed because these like monkeys would come into his shop, like run all around the shop, like destroying his stuff, just going all over the place, right? And then and he would always like scream at it and yell at it to get out and chase it away, and then it'd always come back and it's always chasing it. Everything was breaking all over the place. And then finally one day, I think somebody told him, just hang a freaking rope from the ceiling, like a chandelier type of thing, like a rope from the center of your ceiling of your store. And so he did that, and suddenly all the Tasmanian devilness of the monkey going all over the place, he holds onto the rope and just hangs out there. And there's a little bit of calm. Okay. And so when we use a mantra, right, as a vehicle for our mind, it's kind of like that rope for the monkey, right? We call it the monkey brain, right? The thoughts going all over the place. And so we use a mantra just as one tool to anchor ourselves. And then from that, we can see all the stuff that's in the shop rather than destroying it and going all over the place, right? And so, we have 60 to 80,000 thoughts reverberating in our brains all day long. And 90% of them are the same thought. And so we need to look after our minds and really pay attention to what is floating through there. And we can actually choose what we want to pay attention to. It takes practice because for most of our life, we didn't know this. And we've been kind of victims of the monkey brain going all over the place, right? People always say, I can't meditate because I can't stop my thoughts. I can't stop my thoughts. You don't need to stop your thoughts, but you can slow them down a little bit and just start looking at what's happening. And so when we start, that's what we do at the end of, at the end of these like 10 minutes every morning. And we dive a way more deep into this in the Path to Meditation Mastery, where you get your own personalized primordial sound mantra, which is actually in tune with your, we calculate it through Vedic astrology based on the date, time, and place of your birth. This was like the vibration of the planet at the time that you were coming into being. And so it has a unique vibration for you. And so it helps us kind of get into that place a little bit easier. And so that's one of the big jewels of the Path to Meditation Mastery that we do a one-on-one session, and I'm able to give that to you. And so it's a place to start when you really want to learn how to meditate and kind of get to that place and start taking back your control, right? You are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And you are not a victim of them. You are not a victim of them. You have the power, right, to look after your mind. And it's so important that we do that. And literally, it changes your entire life. It has changed my entire life. And my joy meter has gone up so much by doing it. And so many of you here have experienced that as well. So there's that. Interested in the Path to Meditation Mastery, go ahead and reach out to me, either on Facebook, and you can private message me, you can email me, at disha@dishaphillip.com. Would love to serve you in that way, and to be your guide through that journey. So let's do our Ask and It Is Given for February 23rd. Without the asking that precedes it, there could be no answering. So in the law of attraction, right, it's the ask and it is given. Ask and it will be given. Okay. Without the asking that precedes it, there could be no answering. The people of your times are benefiting dramatically from the experiences of those generations that preceded you. For through the experiences that they lived and the desires that were generated within them, the summoning began. And today, you are the ones on the leading edge of reaping the benefits of what those past generations asked for. At the same time, you are continuing to ask, and you are now summoning, and on it goes. Ask and it is given. Ask and it is given. And so it's okay to continue to put those vibrations out there. It's important to recognize that you may ask, but your vibrational energy has to be in alignment with it and then you have to be open to receiving whatever it is that is coming, whatever it is, the answer to your question. Earlier this week, I was having a conversation with someone about traumas, and they were talking about how they had received a kitty cat that they thought was fine, but in fact is traumatized. And so now that they have the kitty cat, the kitty cat always hides, and so it doesn't come out, and will only come out when nobody's around, to quickly get food and run away, and nobody knows where it's hiding. And, we were talking about and this person, the owner, was saying, yeah, it's so traumatized. And I was like, it just needs a lot of love. And he's like, yeah, but it's so traumatized. You can give it love, but it doesn't always receive it. And so this is where we have to harness the virtue of patience, which is an innate quality of the soul, where we continue the innate quality of a soul. Your soul, my soul, right, is patience. Oh, look at that. It says that on my thing. Be patient, be the light, be present. It's patience, and to continue and also to have faith that love does conquer all, right? And every being has its own journey as well. And so it's important to be able to detach from that. But we can take personal responsibility for the vibration that we are emanating and the patience through which we stand, and to allow that open space for that healing. And so that's also something that we practice when we meditate. So is allowing that space, because when we meditate, we're not trying to stop the thoughts. We're just trying to slow it a little bit, and we're trying to allow there to be space between the thoughts. It's almost like a slow motion movie, right? You get up in the morning, I got to get up, I got to brush my teeth, I got to, do my hair, I got to shower, right? And what we really want to do is try to slow it down a little bit. I got to get up, I got to brush my teeth, I got to take a shower, right? And so when we slow that down in between, I got to get up and I got to brush my teeth, there's the opportunity for the spark of any other thought to come. And that's where we get that divine wisdom sometimes that will, that's where, people say, oh, when I'm in the shower, I get the greatest ideas, right? Yeah. When you're mindful, you can feel the water on your back, right? The warm water in your back, and you can really tap into that. That's it. They call it mindfulness practice or vipassana. it's really just paying attention to one thing in that moment. So let's go ahead and try it out. Oh, hang on. It's Wednesday. I got to do a card for you all. For a couple minutes. We're going to do the Power of Love cards today. Oh, somebody's been messing with my cards. What's going on? They're all like messed up here. Okay. Alrighty, let's give it a little shuffle. Power of Love. I hope everybody had an amazing 2/22/22. You feel the elevated vibration. All right, Power of Love. What is it that we need to hear? Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Amen. Let's see here. Throughout your sojourn on earth, you will be presented with many obstacles and lessons that will test you. One of the most beautiful parts of life is its unpredictability. Nothing is permanent. Everything is constantly moving and evolving. Especially you. In your life, you can progress faster spiritually by being open to the ebb and flow of events and the twists and turns that your soul companions, the fellow humans on your journey, provide. Now is the time to become aware of this gift and acknowledge that these moments are not stumbling blocks, but merely opportunities to grow. Although circumstances may seem difficult and worrisome, if you look at the bigger picture and live for the present moment, you can easily follow the natural course of life. But don't let the mindset of acceptance distract you from your ability to change the situations that hinder your soul's growth. You are always in charge. Always in charge. And I got to share with you yesterday, one of my newer mentors, Shelly Ruda. I'm going to give her a shout out. She shared something yesterday and I was like, yes. She said, when something is not going the way you want it to, be firm and say to yourself, what amazing thing is going to come from this? Stay in wonder and curiosity. I wonder what amazing thing is going to come from this. Shelly Ruda quote. And I absolutely love that, because everything in that vein of everything is happening for a reason and a purpose and it's serving. I wonder what amazing thing is going to come from this. Hold that faith, hold that in your heart. And it does help raise your state and your vibration. All righty. So let's go ahead and get comfortable wherever you're sitting. Close your eyes and visualize your heart in the center of your chest with two nostrils, one in the right ventricle, one on the left. And let's go ahead and take a deep breath into your heart. Breathe out of your heart. Breathe into your heart and really make an earnest effort to conjure up those feelings of love, joy, passion, those authentic virtues of your soul. Breathe into your heart. Breathe out of your heart. Breathe normally. And we'll begin by asking ourselves the 4 soul questions. Question 1. Who am I? Who am I? I am the one who notices the darkness behind my closed eyelids. I am the one who uses the ears to listen to the hum of my computer. I am the one who notices the weight of my body sitting on my sits bones in the chair. Second question. What do I want? What is my soul's deepest desire? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Third question. What is my purpose? How can I serve myself and others? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Fourth question. What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Now, in the interest of time, we'll go ahead and start the repetition of our mantra. For those of you who already have your personalized primordial sound meditation mantra, go ahead and start repeating that now. For everyone else, we'll use the mantra So Hum. So we'll silently repeat So Hum, So Hum, So Hum. If you notice that your mind drifts to other thoughts in your head, just gently come back to the mantra. So hum, so hum. I will keep the time. Please continue repeating your mantra, and I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Enjoy your meditation. Please keep your eyes closed and stop repeating your mantra and rest. Rest in existence. Rest in awareness. Rest in consciousness. Just rest. And as we rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Just repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes, give yourself a big stretch, and bring your palms to heart center. And give yourself a little bow of gratitude for bringing yourself here today to remind yourself to look after your mind and hearts. And as we recharge ourselves, let's give a blast of love and light energy out to all of our family, our friends, our community, our city, our state, our country, to every single brother and sister soul on this planet. They can feel that love and light energy coming over them as a soothing balm. And then from there, we give a blast of that energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. I'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Sending you love. Mwah!